What is going on, everybody? How you doing? My name's Josh.
Howdy, I'm Sarah.
We are bored at home.
Yeah, we are.
And Sarah, what are we playing today?
Today, we are replaying Chroma Arcana. Ta-da!
Oh, yes. I like to think that we dipped our toe into Chroma Arcana, but now we're like full submerging into the promo copy of Chroma Arcana.
Yes. The people at Roc Nest Games sent us the promo copy, which is like a little bit more of a taster, I want to say. I think the first time we played was a real taster. This is like proper cards. We've got a few more characters to go through. I think we've got 8 of the 20.
Oh, see, now I feel like we're not full submerging. We're just going up to our waist.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just up to here. Just like, you know.
Stepping in a little bit further. Yes, so we are trying it again. They have tinkered a little bit.
Yes.
So we were like, yeah, we are down to play it again.
100%. Some of us need redemption. Some of us need to be brought down a peg or two. You know, I'm very much looking forward to getting back into this again.
Yes. If you want to learn more or you want to find out details about their Kickstarter, which I think is coming out February, so very soon. Check out either the link below or you can have a moment and click on this thing.
Okay, Josh is going to try and put the QR code up here. We'll see how that goes.
Yes, so pause it, scan it, and go for gold.
Yeah, that should take you to the
Stuff and things.
Like all their website that's got all kinds of information
details,
and all the details,
rules,
all the good stuff
and things. So yeah.
Yes, so check that out. That's good. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it is. So Josh, what is this game?
Ooh, what is Chroma Arcana? All right, this is a head-to-head wizard dueling game. We are going to be fighting to the death.
Oh.
Not with those sounds, we're not. You are going to be casting magic at each other, summoning creatures, creating wards, just doing all kinds of magical goodness in an attempt to be the last wizard standing. It is going to be a competitive game, obviously, so we will be playing for the Chalice of Champions today.
Yes.
But yes, it's a dueling game, man, and it is a good time.
Yes, we are in the land of Alqua. I want to say, I think that sounds quite
I'm gonna go with it. Yep,
Alqua.
that sounds fantastic to me. Your pronunciation is always on point, so I'm going with it.
Yeah. So, anyway, this is a card game. There is heaps of cards and stuff and things. So let's get into it and go through it all.
Yeah, let's go through it. So first, we're gonna do shoot down some cards. And Sarah, what am I looking at?
So
walk me through it.
We have all the cards. So going from. Let's go through here. We're going to start. These are your ego cards. So this is your character card. So there is a selection in here to go through. We will be choosing one. They each have an ability that does something different. Josh, if you can use your magic to bring up one card. This is, how do you say her name?
Morrigan.
Morrigan, the spider.
Yeah, she is.
So she has a nice simple spell, a nice simple ability in terms of you start with a little less life, but you get a hand size of 7, which
super like when you think about how this game works with and we're going to get into all this, but you discard cards from your hand to charge up your spells. Having an extra hand size, that's crazy to me. That's so powerful.
But you'll go through your deck quicker, and when you get to the end of your deck, you lose a life to shuffle your discard pile. So
that's a good point. It's a good point.
Anyway, moving on. You also, your character will have their main colour. Which at the moment we've got a choice of 4. There will be, I think, 4 other colours.
Yes.
But for the moment we're going through I wouldn't say the 4 primary colours, but orange isn't a primary colour.
I mean, they're primary in this game.
Yes, they are. So if we bring up, let's go red, for instance. So you have your Rote. So each wizard has their first spell, the first thing they ever learn. They just know it. It's just, it's in there. So, for instance, you've got From the Ashes. This is the red guy, girl, person, wizards spell. It takes just 1 to charge up, charge it up really quickly, you use it and it stays, it never gets discarded. Very helpful. It's your backup one.
So if you choose red as your main colour, then this is what you get. You get your rote. Each colour has a rote, so yes. If it's your main colour, that's the spell. That's your rote spell. That's what you get.
Yes, and you will also get a sigil, which is a sigil, which goes into your deck. So, for instance, it is the Searing Sigil is the red one, and that's just an extra spell that you have that your opponent, your rival, doesn't have.
Yes. So, yes, sigils, extra spells.
Then we've got, so you have your spells, and then we have potions and arcana. So I'm going to go through potions and arcana first.
Okay, cool.
So potions, you will have 3 potions. Those 3 are the colours of your rival, because you'll each have 3. You have a main colour, 2 secondary colours, which we'll go through all of this. But you'll have 3 of your opponent's colour. Then you have, they activate on your rival's turn to just interrupt stuff.
They've all got a very specific trigger. So it might say, when your opponent plays a minion, play this potion to either stop them from playing the minion or they take 1 damage. Like that, all potions tend to work like that.
Yeah.
Stop them from doing something or they take a damage.
And then you have your 3 arcana of your colours, your 3 colours, and they are just to help you charge they're just like a boost.
Yeah, arcana are like superchargers. So most of the time when you discard, let's say I've got an orange spell I want to charge, and I discard an orange card from my hand, usually that would add 1 charge token to the spell. Arcanas, if I had an orange arcana, it would put 2 tokens on instead of 1.
Then we get to the spells.
The good stuff.
So there are 4 types of spells. You've got your burst spells. They are your instant hit.
Yes. Instant one, and generally tend to be like your big damage spells or and just instant one-off effects.
They do something, they're gone.
Yeah.
Then you've got your edicts.
Yep.
These ones activate at a certain time. They're gone by the time you've come round to your next turn, but you activate them, and then it might stop your rival doing something during their focus step, or stop your rival doing something. They
tend to hinder whatever your opponent's doing. They're great.
Then you've got your minions. They're your buddy.
Yeah.
They stick around for about 3 turns.
Yes.
And just help you out. It's like you've crafted them like a snowman.
Like a snowman.
A summoner or a snowman. I was going in 3 days it'll have melted.
A quick note to Roc Nest Games. If you can just put a snowman in there, that would be fantastic. Maybe in the blue colour somewhere. Just promo copy of a card. That'd be great.
Yes, like a summon. You've created them, but they don't hang around for too long. They have sand tokens or like time tokens. They are sifting through and then they are gone.
Like
snow.
Yep. Gotcha.
And lastly, you have wards. These are kind of shieldy or traps. You put them down, and then when your rival does something,
I refuse. Yes, they're like traps. They're like shields. Yeah, wards, shields, summons.
So the next time your opponent attacks you, you shield it all, or they get hurt instead as well, or stuff and things.
Oh, yes.
So,
yes.
That is the cards.
That's the cards. I just want to talk about one quick thing before we move on from cards. I'm just going to bring up Crafted Horror for a second here. Now, you can see in the little, they've got little helpful boxes that just, you can quickly look at it and know what's happening. So, if you look at Crafted Horror, it's got a little lightning symbol there. That means it's an instant effect. So, when you play this card, instant effects trigger. Okay, so that says add 3 time tokens. So because it's a minion, it has 3 life, like Sarah said. And then when the time tokens are gone, the card gets discarded. So it just there is quick
Yeah.
Quick references on all the cards.
Yeah. Like you can see, like if we go through Crafted Horror from the top, you've got.
Do it.
Yes, since you're halfway there. So then at the top you've got the 3. This tells you how much charge it needs. It needs 3 tokens and then it is ready to go.
Yeah.
You've got the colour, it is a blue card, it is a Crafted Horror, that's its name. The type of card in the corner, that is showing that it's a minion. They all have little pictures. Then at the bottom it's got its activation, like what it does.
Yes.
So for instance, this one is a guardian, which works slightly different to other cards in terms of a guardian can protect you.
It can negate damage. So in any card, it tends to just be the minions, but any card that has the keyword guardian on it, you can discard it from your active area to negate all damage. And like if Sarah hits me for 4, I can discard my guardian card to not take the 4 damage.
And then underneath it says it's got the eyeball, which is your focus. So on the focus steps, it deals 1 damage. You can increase it to 2 if you have an active ward, which is the other picture. Like there. Yes. So that is the card. That is all the card. Oh, I didn't go through. The only cards I didn't go through is your chromatic cards. So we'll each have 4 chromatic cards, which are your, I wouldn't say basic colour, your grey. They can help any card to charge.
Yes.
And they can charge from any card.
Yeah.
They each have things that they do, but they're kind of useful in both ways. Yeah. You know, if you need to charge something, you just like, I've got that there.
Yes. Discard a chromatic card to add a charge token to anything.
Excuse me. That is all the cards. Now.
Fantastic.
So.
I'm getting really excited as you're talking.
I know. So we are playing with the Playmats today. You don't have to play with the Playmats, but it just makes for better.
Oh, you should totally play with the Playmats.
Definitely recommend.
100%. New and improved Playmats, I want to add.
So if you have watched our other video, the last Playmats were massive. They were really...
They were big, chunky Playmats.
They were very large.
Yeah, they were great.
Table. And great when you're playing opposite each other, but when you're playing beside each other, like we do for you guys, they took up a lot of space. So they have shrunk them down, which works. So I'm going to go through the playmat.
Do it. I'll bring it up. Do it. Talk to me about the playmat.
So we have, so you've got your health in the middle. You start at 9, you can go up to 10. Once you go to 0, or hit the 10 again, go all the way around.
You'd be done.
You're done. You've got your ego slot. So this is where your character card goes. And then their rote slot opposite that. Like I said, that's their first spell, the one that they've committed to memory. That's theirs. Then you'll put your deck at one side, and your discard pile at the other side. And then you've got your main bit in the middle. You'll have your deck of hands. Your deck of hands.
You're going to have your deck of hands.
When you play a card from your hand, you put it in your spellbook. You are learning it. Then you will charge it up using other cards, which you will discard. Once it's charged, you will push it up into the active area. You can see there's a space for your minion and a space for your ward and edit cards. Your burst cards are one that they're done.
They're instant. They don't sit. You play them, they do a thing, they get discarded.
So they'll all go just above your playmat. And then the only other thing to mention is right at the bottom, you've got a very helpful little, this is the play order.
Yes.
You've got your focus step, your prepare, your cast magic, and your refresh. Bish bash bosh.
Oh yeah. No, it's well designed. I really like these new mats. Super, super helpful. Super well designed. So, what's next? Let's start it out. The only other thing, and I only mention this because this happened to me, and I don't want it to happen to you. Okay? When you shuffle your discards back into your draw pile, you lose a life. Now, it's very rare that you'll die by that, but it can happen. So just a concept. It can happen. So let's just bear that in mind. When you shuffle, you lose 1 life.
Yes.
All right.
So,
talk to me about setup, Sarah.
Step 1.
Step 1.
Who will be the attacker and who will be the defender? You
right.
decide at random.
All right. Look away. Look away. Which one?
That one.
All right.
I will be...
That's my charge token.
Oh, you can have that. I will be the defender.
Okay. All right. You will be defender. So who picks first?
So, first we are going to deal out the
characters.
ego cards. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going to take out the 2 that we played last time.
Oh, yeah, because we've done the introduction
We've done we've done Zari, we've done Zarya, and we've done Nuri.
Okay.
I really want a different card.
Okay.
So
New characters.
I'm all for
it.
So in the rules, you'll see there is a setup for, if you're playing for the first time, you can play with those 2 characters. If you watch our other video, which will be linked below, you'll see us play with those characters.
Yeah.
But I want to play with a new character.
Oh yeah, no, I
I'm
totally want to play with a new
very excited
character
about
as well.
these
Don't get me wrong, I liked Nuri the Pyromancer. She was a good time. But yes, let's have a look at some of the new characters, man.
You would shuffle and draw 3,
Mm-hmm.
and then you choose one and discard the rest. I know exactly who I want. I'm very excited I got this because I was reading through them all.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I know who I'm going with as well.
So I am going with Monorous, the Marvelous.
Monorous, that's a good name.
So at the start of my focus step, I can either put an ego token on his slot, on his ego, on his card, or I can discard it to gain an extra charge token.
Okay, nice. And just because we were talking about it and I happened to draw it, I was like, I gotta try. I'm gonna play as Morrigan the Spider, who is, at the start of the game, reduce your health to 8.
So intrigued
But
about this.
your hand size is 7. Oh, and there's some cool flavor text here.
There is.
Oh, this is from you. Have you... Oh, so you're saying one of the students mistook Morrigan as a monster. Fortunately, she had a sense of humor and only insisted an arm for an arm. And that is as told by Monorous, Archmage of Aradel. You're the Archmage in a sorcerer dueling game. I mean, that doesn't seem right.
So, I don't think I've got the character who's saying this. I don't think we've got this one. So this is Monorous, Archmage of the Arcane Academy. His exploits are well known and far-reaching. But biggest flaw? He's very boring. And that is said by Compendium Corpus, the detective.
Compendium Copper,
the detective.
I don't know.
I wonder if that's one of the other characters.
I don't know. Who knows?
So, then, as the defender...
That's you?
That's me.
Yep.
I get to choose my main colour first.
Ooh, okay. What colour are you going to choose?
I'm going to choose green.
Okay.
As my primary colour. So I get the entire green... I get to choose 5 from the green deck, which means Josh can't...
I cannot have any green cards then.
No, I will get the green Roc card, which is Nature's Fury. And to activate it, I would -1 from an active minion and deal 1 damage.
Okay.
And I also get my sigil, the Sigil of Birth. So I can choose one, perform focus of an active minion, or I can cast a minion from the discard pile. I'm very intrigued about that.
Okay, I am going to take red.
Interesting, we're playing with the same colours as last time.
Oh, do you know what? That's a good point. I'm going to take blue.
Oh.
I was real torn about it. So that actually helps me.
I can't play with any
You can't play with any blue colour.
I like crafted horror.
So, I want to craft a horror. So I take the blue sigil of rejection, and that goes into my deck. And then I also take the blue rote, which is dispel magic. So that says discard any of your active spells, and then your opponent discard a rival's active spell of the same type.
So yeah, if you discard one, you're out.
Yes, if I discard a ward, you have to discard a ward, but of your active spells.
Yes.
So a good way of me to get rid of like rubbish things that Sarah's got going on.
So then in terms of the Arcana, I would get the green, then I get the orange and the red because with it being the 4 colours means that both our secondary colours are the same. So I get those 3. Josh gets blue, orange and red. Mm-hmm. And we'll get rid of them. Yes, and then in terms of spells, you go with your rivals. So I get the blue, the red and the orange. And you get the green, the red and the orange. Then we choose 5 cards from our primary deck and 5 cards from our 2 secondary deck. So we were going to do that and we'll be right back.
Hey, right, we are back. We're slightly set up. We have our boards in play. I'm starting on 8 life. I've got a token pool. You have...
We've got all the tokens.
The
now, I wanted to mention about the tokens.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dropping them everywhere. So we have a token pool. You have your sand tokens. You have your ego tokens if you need them. Like I need ego tokens for my marvelous guy.
Yeah.
And then you have your charge tokens. Charge tokens are unlimited. Mm-hmm. So if you run out, get your pandemic box that you've had for ages in the cupboard, like us, that we use for everything.
Yes.
Grab some of them.
I found in the last game, like, charge tokens, because as soon as you activate the spell, they go off anyway, so it was easy to just be like, oh, this time around I'll use a ego token, but then I'll just swap. Like, you've got enough there to make it happen.
Yeah. So you shouldn't run out, but just to note, they are unlimited.
Mm-hmm. Right. So, Sarah.
Hand size. The attacker.
That's me.
Starts with 4 cards.
7. No, 4 in this initial one, and then I draw up to 7. Because my hand size is 7.
Because of your lady, your spider. And I start with a hand size of 5.
Okay, so 4 cards. You can mulligan once. And then after that, you have to keep it. And I am going to mulligan. So you put aside the 4 cards that you drew. Or 5 if you're the defender. Draw another 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But you have to keep the second lot. And
like
you shuffle in.
But I also
your discards.
Want different ones.
You like those, but you want different ones. Excellent. I like the uncertainty in your voice. I like that. I don't know. I don't know if I can beat him with these cards because you can't.
I'm gonna risk it for a biscuit, and I'm gonna mulligan.
Right, draw pile, but you got to keep him. And then I am going first.
I just know I don't look at my hand. It was really good cards, but I just.
There is a couple. So we're going to go through the.
We about to say keywords.
Yeah, there's a couple of keywords, but also a couple of differences in the gameplay, particularly, and we are going to skip this in the first round, but in the focus step. How it works now is during the focus step, and like I said, we're going to talk about this a lot. You just gain a charge token for each of your non-rote spells at the focus step. It's great. Really speeds the game up.
Last time it was
really,
just
really
your
cool.
active spells. They charged your spells in your spell book, depending on the colour. This time, just
everything gets a charge. I really like that. I really, really like that that mechanic.
Yeah.
Right, so I'm going first because I am attacking you. So, first of all, we are going to play Barrier, which is a blue 2-cost spell. Then I am going to play a Chromatic Marked for Death.
That sounds nasty.
It does, and it's going to be for you. It's going to be grand. So, Barrier, before a rival deals damage to you, block the damage. It's a shield. Marked for Death. After discarding this in your focus step, so once it's an edict, so it lasts for the round, and then it gets discarded on your focus step. After discarding this in your focus step, discard any of your rival's active spells. So, really like that. Then, what we are going to do is discard a potion. Now, potions discard like they were chromatic cards, where they can be used to charge anything. So I'm going to discard that, discard piles over here, and use it to charge my barrier.
Okay.
That's my turn. I then cast magic, so any fully charged spell that I had in my spell book would move to the active area and activate if appropriate.
Yeah, you either activate or you can...
Or you can recall it.
Yeah.
Yes, you don't... Yeah. If there's a spell, for example, that deals you 1 damage when you cast it and you're on 1 life, but you've been charging it for 5 rounds or 3 rounds and you couldn't... Now you can't activate it. You can recall it to your...
Spellbook.
To your spellbook. Yeah, it
off.
activates, but then it...
Yeah.
You recall it instead. Right, so I'm drawing back up. So now I'm drawing 7 cards.
So you can keep, when you, during the refresh round, the refresh stage, you can keep up to 2 cards.
That's only, I've still got 1 more to draw. Woo! And that's me, I've refreshed. So
Right.
You're up.
My Quilled Manticore, and I'm going to start learning him.
Yes.
Then I'm going to discard my Green Arcana to put 2 onto that. Then I'm going to...
You're going to what?
What am I going to do? I'm going to discard my chromatic card to put another one on there. You know what? I'm going to discard my Red Arcana, which 2 for red or 1 for anything else. 1 for anything else. Then go to the Cast Magic.
Yes.
He is well active.
Okay, so your Quilled Manticore is
Quilled Manticore is there. He is ready to strike. He doesn't activate. So his immediate action, he gains 3 sand tokens. He is a guardian, so if I needed to negate damage, I could discard him and I deal 1 damage to someone else. Or during the focus stage, each turn while he's still active, he deals 2 damage. I'm going to keep this card and I'm going to deal back up to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
5.
Right.
Oh, and as I forgot on the start, I thought, your focus step.
No, we're not doing focus step. But now we do the focus step. So focus step is any focus powers activate. So you would have seen on the Quilled Manticore that it has the little focus symbol. So that would have activated, and then you gain a charge token for each
spell
of your spells in your spell book.
Makes it go so much faster.
Yes, it's
having
great.
that,
But not for your rogue spell. Okay, so I gain a charge token for each of those, and then we go to the prepare phase. We are going to play... what are we going to play?
What are you going to play?
It is a question, Sarah. It is a question. I'm going to play Immolation, which is an burst card, and it says sacrifice 1 health to deal 2 damage, or if you overcharge this,
card, don't you?
deal 3 damage. It's alright to play at the start. Play it at the start.
Part of the reason you died last time.
I don't know what you're talking about. Then I'm going to discard my Orange Arcana, which says I can add 2 charge tokens to an orange spell or 1 to any other. So 2 to an orange, which is Immolation. Then we are going to discard my Filter of Denial, which is a chromatic potion, to add a charge token onto Immolation. Then I am going to discard my Red Arcana to add another charge token to Immolation. Then I am going to play Consume Essence into my spell book. I'm going to discard my Blue Arcana to put a charge token on to consume essence, and I'm also going to discard this potion to put another charge token on to consume essence. That's my prepare. That's my prepare phase, right?
Difference having that many cards.
Yes, and now we cast magic. Okay, so everything that is fully charged activates. So first, my barrier activates.
I'm gonna play a potion.
Okay.
To interrupt you.
That's
so
annoying.
Before your rival plays a ward, you can. I'm discarding this from my hand. You can either recall that ward or sacrifice a life.
Sacrifice 1 to block 2. I mean, yeah, okay, I'll sacrifice 1 life. Wish you hadn't done that. But I'm sacrificing 1 life. So barrier is out. Then we are going to play Immolation. Which I've overcharged. So it costs 3 to play Immolation, but I've placed 4 energy on it, which means the overcharge effect activates. So, overcharge. So first it says sacrifice 1 life. I know, I'm already concerned. Sacrifice 1 life to deal 2 damage. But if you overcharged it, you deal 3 damage instead of 2. Right. So I'm going to hit you for 3 damage.
Yes.
Then I'm also going to play Consume Essence, which is a ward. Now, Immolation just gets discarded because it was a burst spell. Consume Essence also activates. That's a ward, so it's going to stay there. And it says, after any minion is discarded, heal 1. Nice. And then once you've done that, it gets discarded. That's my turn. I'm going to draw up to 7 cards.
Right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're
at the start of your focus step, I'm going to add 1 ego token to my ego. Then my quilled manticore takes turns, so he hits you, but you block it.
I block it with my barrier. Before a rival deals damage to you, block all that damage.
Yes,
so.
but lose a sand token as per each round.
Yes.
Then I have no active, so nothing gains anything.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. Yep. I've hurt myself more than anybody else.
I know, we're both on 6, so.
Oh, yep. It's totally fine. Totally fine. What do you got for us, Sarah? Yeah. What are you preparing this step?
I am just going to prepare my Wall of Thorns.
Yep.
And I'm going to discard a chromatic card to add
a charge to it.
And I'm going to discard my orange arcana to add another charge to it. I'm going to keep this card. So I'll cast magic. This one is ready. It's a ward. So it just says that after a rival deals damage to you, you deal 1 back. And then I'm going to draw back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. All right, sweet. I am going to play my... I'm going to play a... Oh, so focus step first. I get 1 charge token for Marked for Death. Then that is it. Then I'm going to prepare. So I'm going to play my... I'm real torn about what I'm going to play. Maybe I'll put those to the back for a minute. First of all, I'm going to play Mind Shackle. Am I?
You've played it now.
I've played it now. I've already played it. Okay, that's fine. Then I'm going to play Paralysis, and then I'm going to play Volatile Effect. I'm going to discard 2 orange cards to put 2 charge tokens onto Paralysis. Then I am going to no, I'm not. I'm going to keep my last 2 cards in my hand. Then we're going to cast magic, so fully charged spells activate, so that's just Paralysis. Paralysis activates. It's an edict. So for this round, Sarah is going to skip the focused action of their minion during her focus step. So that's paralysis. I'm going to draw back up to 7 cards. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're up. It's on a knife edge. It's on a knife edge. But I'm feeling good.
So, at the start of my turn, I can add 1 or...
This is for your ego power.
For my ego power. Well, I can't minus 1 because I've got nothing going on. I need to have more in there. So I'm going to add 1. Now that I can only minus 1, so it's kind of... I suppose it doesn't really matter adding 2. Because you can only minus 1 anyway. It doesn't really matter. But anyway... then my Quilled Manticore, he loses a sand token. He doesn't activate because of paralysis, but paralysis now goes.
Yes, paralysis goes because it's activated.
Yes. Wall of Thorns didn't activate because I didn't get attacked. Then I'm going to play Tree of Life, Obliterate, and Unfettered Flame.
Unfettered Flame, okay.
Flame. Then...
yeah, that's a combo, alright.
I'm going to shiver me timbers.
You're going to shiver your timbers.
Then I am going to play a chromatic card to put onto Tree of Life.
Okay.
And then I'm going to play a red card to put onto...
onto what?
Obliterate.
Of course you are.
Yeah. Nothing activates. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So
Okay.
I just go straight into drawing a new card.
So, my consume
making
essence
so
stays
stressy.
there. It's still not activated yet. My 3 spells get a charge token, so Mind Shackle, Marked for Death, and Volatile Effect, or Volatile Effect, all gain a charge token.
Right.
Then I am in it to win it. So, we're playing Crafted Horror. Then we are going to discard 3 blue cards. Yep, I'm going to discard 3 blue cards to add 3 charge tokens to Crafted Horror.
Wow.
Then I am going to discard a... I'm going to discard 1 red card to play a charge token onto Volatile Effect. Okay, that's...
out there, you've done it now.
That's done. I've done. So that's my prepare step, right? Then we cast magic.
Yes.
All fully charged spells activate. So first we play Marked for Death.
Gonna just put out
Okay. A
a
portion.
portion of Filter of Denial before you play a edict. You need to choose recall it or sacrifice a life.
I'm gonna recall it. Okay, I'm gonna recall
So
it.
it goes back into your spell book, but
Yes.
it's lost all its.
Okay, then I'm gonna play Crafted Horror. With my 3 charge tokens. It gets 3 Sands tokens on it.
Yep.
Crafted Horror says deal 1 damage, increase it to 2 if you have an active ward.
Yep.
Then Volatile Effect activates with its 2 charge
Just
tokens.
gonna put it out there. You can only have 1 minion.
Is that a minion?
Fantastic.
Oh, I didn't know that was a... Oh, I thought it was a spell.
I could see it. I was like, interesting. You've got 2 minions going. Fantastic. So always pay attention to the little thing in the corner. Now, I think you either need to
I'm gonna recall it, yeah.
Or
Oh,
change it
I
up.
didn't think about that. Or
So I should always
do
use
I... Okay, no. I'm not going to recall it. I'm going to discard Crafted Horror.
Whew!
Darn it. That's thrown a spanner into my works. I'm going to keep those 3 time tokens. I'm discarding Crafted Horror, putting on Volatile Effect, right, with his 3 time tokens.
Works for me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. That's what I've done. Darn it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
If you could not. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's totally fine. No, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. And I've got one. Now, I'm shuffling my discard pile, which means I lose a life. I need to draw one more card. It is your turn.
Right. Focus step. So I can -1 to add a charge token. I'm going to add it to the Tree of Life. Then my Quilled Manticore loses its last sand token. It deals 2 damage to you.
Yep, 1, 2.
And then that dies.
Okay, consume essence, then activates. After your minion is discarded, I heal 1.
Yep.
And then that gets discarded.
Then I get 1 for each of my active.
Yes.
Oh, why have I put knowledge on?
I'm not sure.
Yes. Fantastic. I'm feeling gleeful currently.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
When we played the last time we played this, I was feeling great. Josh was on 1 life. I think I had 4 or 5 life, and then he just obliterated.
As always happens off camera, Josh always wins off camera.
Usually on camera.
Always wins off camera.
Because no one sees, and if no one sees, if a tree falls in the forest, does it make a sound?
Of course it makes a sound.
Well, how do you know? Because you didn't hear it.
Don't give me
Nobody
all
heard
these.
it.
That's like
And
that silly one.
Josh won off camera. Did it really happen?
Did really happen.
Right. Left. I've not got the cards that I needed to play what I needed to play.
What a shame. What a dreadful, dreadful shame.
But it's okay because that one's gonna go, so I need to at least. Do I just do that one? Oh, I don't want to do that one though.
It's true. You don't want to do any of the things. I'm super torn right now. Super torn.
I'm gonna start to learn Immolate. I'm going to discard 2 orange, put 2 onto here. I'm gonna keep this card.
Okay.
So this is my only one that activates.
Life tree.
Life tree activates. So the tree gets 3 sand tokens. This one's still just chilling and waiting for pain.
Yeah. Yeah, so your life tree
that's me.
happens, and on your focus step it will heal 1.
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, on my focus step, -1 sand token on your minion, please.
Yep.
That gets rid of that, and then I charge Mind Shackle and Marked for Death. And then I'm going to discard. Okay, I've thought about this. I know what I'm doing. I'm discarding Mimic Infiltrator to put a charge token onto my rope spell.
The
nervous shakes. Okay. Then I am going to play Obliterate. I am going to discard 2 red cards to put 2 charge tokens onto Obliterate. I'm going to discard a chromatic card to put a 3rd token onto Obliterate. Then I am going to discard... I'm going to discard an orange card to put a charge token onto Mind Shackle. I'm going to discard this blue card to put a charge token onto Marked for Death.
Grand.
Okay?
Go for it.
Then I'm going to activate Dispel Magic. I'm going to discard Volatile Ifrit so that you discard Life Tree.
Okay.
I'm going to activate Mind Shackle, which says before the... is that
immediate?
Before the trigger effect of your ward is performed, then you discard that ward. And then I'm going to draw up to 7 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's your turn.
Oh, so that stops that.
Yes.
Would not stop that. Oh,
yes.
crikey.
Yes, it does.
Right.
It's going to stop you in your tracks.
Yes, it is. So, start my turn. Folks, I can discard 1 to put 1 on this one.
Yes.
Then all of them get 1, so I've got 3.
Yeah.
So I'll put 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
You're seeing it, aren't you?
No, I'm not seeing anything. I don't know what you're talking about. Oh no! Oh no, I am seeing it.
Then I am going to play an orange card.
Don't play an orange card.
To put 1 onto immolate. Then, I mean, I don't know if I really need to play anything else, but just in case. Don't need that one.
Come on, Schemy.
I'm gonna play Mark for Death.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna play a red card to put a card on there. I've run out of things, so
Yes.
I'll put that on there. And then I'm gonna keep those 2 cards. So then we're up to cast magic. So interesting. So I'll play this one.
Yes.
So I'm playing Unfettered Flame.
Yes.
Which, after dealing damage with a blast, I deal an extra damage. Then I'm going to play Obliterate.
Okay, and I'm going to play Quelling Brew, which is before your burst card is played, you either choose to recall it or sacrifice a life.
Sacrifice a life, because I will deal 3 damage
Yes.
to you.
1, 2, 3.
But then I would deal 1 damage.
Which won't happen because of Mind Shackle, because
so
before
we both
it is
discard them.
performed.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
great. That saves me. Then I will deal Immolate, which is a blast one. So I put 4 on, so I overcharged it.
Yes.
So I sacrificed 1 life, and then I could deal 2 damage, but because it's overcharged, I deal 3 damage to you.
That is going to obliterate me out of the sky. Oh no! I was feeling real good because I was at half life, and then all of a sudden, there was way too much damage coming in. Wow!
I'm feeling very pleased with myself.
Oh,
Like we were saying, if a tree falls in the forest.
if Josh wins off camera, does it happen? It does happen. It happens a lot.
No, I think you need to pop over there and get me something to put on my
I
head
refuse.
to raise me up.
Right. Here you go.
Yes, I do.
Once again, there's something about...
2 for 2.
Something about Chroma Arcana that just, it likes Sarah.
Yeah, it does.
Darn it.
This has been an awesome game.
Oh, that was so
This
much
has been
fun.
Chroma Arcana. Definitely check out. I'm going to get Josh to put the QR code up again.
Yeah.
And check out the Kickstarter, which is coming very soon.
Yes.
I think there is a link on the Roc Nest Chroma Arcana website where you can subscribe so you can get all the updates, you get emails, you will know exactly when that Kickstarter is starting, and definitely
follow along the page. I'm pretty sure the pre-launch Kickstarter page is up that you can follow. Definitely, it's so much fun. I really want to play again. Because I need to win.
Yeah, so now we'll tidy up and then we'll have another game off camera.
Off camera, so I'll win. Yes.
Will you though?
Yes.
If
yes,
it hasn't been on camera.
Get out of here. Right.
Catch you
See
next time.